In this video, we're going to show you how to install the oil pressure sender on your Ford Mustang, located just above your oil filter. Now, just above your oil filter, you're going to find your oil pressure switch right here. It's threaded in. There's an electrical connector right here. Now, on the other side of this connector is the little push tab to unlock it. And it's just because the position of our sensor, if yours is threaded in further, you might have access to that little clip a little bit easier. But what we're going to do is I'm going to reach up in front of my heater hose behind my serpentine belt, just kind of jam my hand up in there. I want to push down on that little connector, that tab, and wiggle that off. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a 21 millimeter deep socket here, and I'm going to put the socket on the oil switch first, because I can't fit my ratchet in the socket up behind the power steering bracket to swing that in. It's going to take a little bit of effort to go ahead and get the ratchet head synced up with the socket. But once we do that, it should pop in. There it is. Now let's go ahead and loosen that. Now we do have a catch can or bucket underneath the vehicle. May experience a little bit of oil drippage. I'm gonna pop my ratchet off. And I reach up there and I can spin that socket by hand. Once you get to a certain point, you should be able to do that. Tilt that socket and bring that sensor down. Here we have it. Now we went ahead and put some thread sealant on the threads here, and we're going to reach this up into place and we're going to start threading this in by hand. And once you get this started, you should be very excited, because that is a feat in itself. I'm just going to push that little connector off to the side a little bit so I can go ahead and get my socket back up and in there. All right, so we have that in there. Let's go ahead and feed our socket back up into place. Get a few more turns out of that with the socket up there. And then we'll go ahead and get our ratchet back up in there. And let's go ahead and snug that down. Now at this point here, you gotta make sure that it's good and snug. And then we'll go ahead and pop that ratchet off. And pull that socket off. Now we threaded in our sensor here. The connector is slightly changed, so we're just going to rotate that harness, line that up, push that on. Now once you hear it and feel it snap into place, you're all set.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.